Well, we're joined this morning from Abuja Studios by Godwin Sogolo, who is a professor of philosophy. Morning, and thank you for joining us today on the program. Well, having seen that report and perhaps also followed through with the amendments and recommendations that the Senate committee has done, what strikes you when you go through all of those?
Can you hear me?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, then, having listening to that report, perhaps you should have also gone through some of the other comments and the recommendations of the Senate. What particularly strikes you when you go through them?
Well, I think the one that would strike most Nigerian. You hearing me?
Go ahead, please.
Okay. I think the one recommendation that will strike most Nigerians is the one that has to do with a single term of 6 years. And you will recall that the presidency, the new president, Jonathan, as soon as he came into power, floated the idea of a single term. And the reasons he gave, were similar to the reasons that the National Assembly is giving the Senate, for instance. Namely, that we spend so much resources, we put in so much effort, we invest so much contesting elections, only to start the whole process as soon as the elections are over. You will recall that in the past 14 years, this has been recurring. It's been the practice that each time elections are conducted and a new president comes in, even less than a year from then, the elections, talks about elections and so forth, all start. And it's not therefore possible for the government to concentrate, on the main reason for its election, development and so forth. So I think it's a good reason, that there are good reasons for suggesting that a tenure, an elongated tenure, should, be put into place so that, the government will have enough time to start working on its mandate before you start talking about new elections again. So it is a good idea. But there are provisions which there are all speculations meanwhile. Namely, that once this is passed as a law, the current president and then state governors who were supposed to be entitled to second term would now be barred would be excluded from a second term. I don't know how far that is. In any case, this is a proposal, and we must take it as such. You see, the problem with us sometimes is that we start speculations on mere proposals. It's not yet a bill, and it's not a law yet. So that we need to, wait until, it becomes a law before we can start a discussion, or indeed a bill.
Yeah, but Professor, some of these things, if you wait until it becomes a law, wouldn't it be too late? Because these lawmakers also have to go back to their constituencies to actually get a feel of what they're saying. So if we reflect what their constituencies are saying, that's ultimately what they should run with. But what do you think is wrong at the end of the day with that proposal?
Like I said, one of the things that I find difficult, one of the things that I find difficult with this law, it's not that it is wrong, but